Gentlemen, I need to tell you something that most men never understand. As a woman and a relationship coach for over 15 years, I've seen what actually makes women feel connected. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Most of you are missing the most powerful tool you have, your touch. Not where you think, not how you think, but in ways that open her heart before her body ever responds. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you touched her with full presence? Not a grab, not a quick move toward intimacy, but a moment where you were truly there with her. Most men tell me they try everything, but she still seems distant. Here's what I know after working with hundreds of women. You're skipping the emotional doorways. You're going for the destination without understanding the journey, and that's why she pulls away. Today, I'm sharing 5 touch zones that women have told me, in confidence, completely change how they feel about their partners. These aren't sexual zones. They're emotional gateways that build the trust and safety we need before anything else can happen. Zone 1, her hands. I know this sounds simple, but stay with me. When you hold her hand slowly, when you trace her fingers gently, when you bring her hand to your chest, you're touching her emotional world. Women have told me that when a man holds their hand with genuine presence, not just as a formality, it makes them feel valued. One woman said, "When he holds my hand like he means it, I remember why I fell for him." Hand contact releases oxytocin in her brain. That's the bonding hormone, the trust hormone. Start here before you go anywhere else. Zone 2, the nape of her neck. This is where we carry our tension, right at the hairline. When you touch this area gently, slowly, with warmth, her entire nervous system begins to relax. I had a client whose wife was constantly stressed and distant. I told him, just put your hand on the back of her neck when she's overwhelmed. No words, just presence. He did it one evening while she was upset about work. She stopped mid-sentence, exhaled, and melted into him. That one touch reopened communication they hadn't had in months. This zone says, I'm here, you're safe, you don't have to carry this alone. Zone 3, her lower back. Gentlemen, this is the stability zone for women. When you place your hand here gently, not grabbing, not pulling, just resting with warmth, you're telling her body, I've got you. This works especially well in everyday moments. She's cooking, she's stressed, she's just standing there lost in thought. Walk up behind her, chest to her back, hand on her lower back. No agenda, just connection. Women have confessed to me that this simple gesture makes them feel protected and free at the same time. Zone 4, between her shoulder blades. This is the overlooked zone that most men never discover. It's a place she cannot see herself, which psychologically represents trust and protection. When you rest your hand here gently, you communicate reassurance at a subconscious level. Her nervous system slows down. Her mind softens. A woman once told me, when he touches me there, I feel like he's covering my back and life, not just physically. This touch is powerful precisely because it's not sexual. It's pure emotional security. Zone 5, her face, specifically the jawline and behind her ear. This requires trust, gentlemen. This is intimate territory. When you cup her face gently, when you trace her jawline with your thumb, when you touch behind her ear with softness, you're crossing into vulnerable space. But here's what women have told me. This touch makes us feel seen, not just desired. It makes us feel valued, not just wanted. One client said her husband started doing this during conversations, just gently touching her face while listening. She told me, I finally felt like he was really there with me, not just waiting to respond. Here's the truth most men don't understand. Women don't process connection the way you do. We need emotional safety first. When you touch these zones with genuine presence, not as a technique, but as real care, our bodies respond by opening to you. Our walls come down. Our resistance fades. Not because you've manipulated us, but because you've finally shown us you understand. But there's one critical element. These touches only work when you're mentally present. If you're distracted, if you're doing this just to get somewhere else, we feel it instantly. Your hands become just hands. But when you slow down, when you breathe, when you touch with true intention, you become the man we've been waiting for. I've watched relationships transform when men finally understand this. You don't need to be more romantic. You don't need expensive gestures. You need consistent, intentional moments of emotional connection through touch. When you do this, when you make her feel safe and seen through these 5 zones, she opens in ways that words alone could never achieve. These aren't tricks, gentlemen. They're doorways, and the woman you love is waiting on the other side.